Hey gorgeous, it's Ker-leen. Thank you for tuning back into my channel. I'm here with a really quick review video today. If you've been curious about or you've had your eye on the new Miss Dior Parfum 2024, then this is the video for you because I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on this fragrance. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Hey friend, welcome back. So today we're going to talk all about this new fragrance and I'm really happy that you're here. For those of you who are new here, on this channel I make videos on lifestyle, luxury, I do review videos to include fragrance talk, and I also sprinkle in a little bit of my personal life and my monthly vlogs. So if any of those things pique your interest, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I would love to have you here. And also be sure to turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. So I am here today with the new Miss Dior Parfum 2024. So this fragrance is a fruity, floral, woody fragrance. And as I'm sure you all are well aware, the nose behind this fragrance is Francis Kurkdjian. I think he has so far worked on 3 fragrances for Dior. Don't quote me. If you know how many fragrances he's done so far, drop it down in the comments. So from my understanding, Miss Dior Parfum 2024 is supposed to be a remake or another take on the Miss Dior Cherie 2017, I believe, which was discontinued. I'm not sure that that claim is an official claim by the brand, but from what I was reading in the reviews, Fragrantica, from what I've seen so far here on YouTube, this is supposed to be another version of that previous fragrance. And while I've never smelled that fragrance, I will share with you what I feel about this fragrance. So let's get into the notes. So at the top of this fragrance, you have mandarin orange, apricot, and peach. Then at the mid, you have wild strawberry, jasmine, and some other floral notes. At the base, you have amber, amberwood, moss, patchouli, and cedar. I've sprayed some of the fragrance onto this strip of paper here. I've also worn this fragrance a couple of times now. I've given it full day's wear and I do have some thoughts to share. So when I first spray this fragrance, I get a mandarin orange. So it's very bright and zesty and juicy at the opening. Then the peach starts kicking in. For me, to my nose, I feel like I smell the peach. And the opening is beautiful. It's a bright, juicy, almost fresh opening, but it's really sweet as well, very fruity. Then shortly after that, maybe like 5-10 minutes after that, you start to get the strawberry and the jasmine. To my nose, I do pick up the jasmine and I do pick up the strawberry. It's a beautiful mid, and I feel like the transition in notes is not like a huge jump. The only thing you really lose from the top to the mid is that mandarin orange, because this gets less zesty and less bright, and it starts to get extremely sweet and juicy. I do detect the jasmine a lot as well, but this is not an indolic jasmine. This is a very subtle jasmine, a very designer jasmine, if you know what I mean. I would say maybe about 30 minutes later is when you start getting those notes that are at the base. To my nose, I get the cedar and I get an amber, so it starts getting a little bit more rich, and then I start getting the woody tones. So that cedar, it's like a very crisp wood, and then it starts to get warm, so it turns into like this warm floral, and so that beautiful amber kicks in. It gets just ever so slightly creamy at the base. So to my nose, that is the experience as far as the notes go. Now as far as the wear, I feel like this projects for the first 4 to 5 hours. Like, people will smell you, and also the sillage is amazing for that entire time as well. It's a beautiful sillage. It's very crowd pleasing, so I feel like this this is a fragrance people will smell and love, and I really love this fragrance, y'all. I have smelled the other flankers for Miss Dior in store, and I've never quite warmed up to them because in my experience, they were very headache inducing for me. I felt like they were really sharp and cloying and just too much. This fragrance, on the other hand, I feel like is a little bit more classy. If you've ever smelled MFK's Amiris Femme or Femme Plurielle, then you'll get an idea of what this fragrance feels like the vibes. This doesn't necessarily smell like those two fragrances, but the essence of those two fragrances is what I get from this, which is how I can definitely tell that Francis Kurkdjian had his hands on this fragrance. You can smell the class. It's a little bit more classy than the other flankers that are in the store. So for me, it was a win. This was a blind buy, but I love this fragrance. I love the wear. I love the performance of the fragrance. I love the scent. And I feel like if you do not have any of the previous ones, if you didn't like them, or if you've never experienced them and you were curious, start with this one. And if you just didn't vibe with the other ones, get your nose on this one. This one is very, very beautifully done. This is one of those fragrances that you can take from one season to the next. You can wear it in a variety of different settings. The only setting I wouldn't wear this to is a setting where you're working closely with others, like a service, or maybe you're in the medical field. I wouldn't wear this in those settings, but you can wear this to run errands. You can wear this for brunch. You can wear this to go shopping. You can wear this on a date night. Like, you can wear this in a variety of different settings. You can wear this in the spring. You can wear this in the summer. You can wear it in the fall, in the winter. What I love about this fragrance is you can do a lot of different things with it. It's both a special occasion fragrance and an everyday fragrance, a signature scent, if you will. So I love that about this fragrance, so that if you end up purchasing it, you get your money's worth, because it's not restricted to a season or an event or occasion. This is all seasons, all occasions. And that brings me to my next point. So this is a fragrance that if you do like 4 sprays of it, it will give you eau de parfum performance. But if you do anywhere between 5 to 10 sprays of this is going to be beast mode. I love the performance on this because this is a true parfum. You get true parfum performance because it projects like crazy the first 4, 5, 6 hours. Because if you do that 5 to 10 sprays, this projects like crazy the first 4, 5, 6 hours. And then it creates a scent bubble that you can smell the entire day. And this will linger on your clothes well into the evening, the end of the day. So all in all, I hadn't warmed up to the Miss Dior line of fragrances, but this one piqued my interest because of the notes. I loved the peach and the apricot in the opening. The wild strawberry sounded amazing to me as well. And then I love a good ambery, like resinous base in a fragrance. And so that's what piqued my interest. And although it was a blind buy, I absolutely love it. I think it is very classy and very well done, and the performance is amazing. So to give you an idea of where this fragrance sits, like the fragrance family, I think this would be kind of like a distant cousin of maybe La Vie est Belle without the heavy praline and the heavy patchouli. So there is patchouli in here, but the patchouli is almost unnoticeable. It really just helps this fragrance to last. It's not like a dirty or overwhelming patchouli. The patchouli in here, it's just there to support the other notes. And while I can detect it, it's very light. La Vie est Belle, on the other hand, has a heavy dose of patchouli that may bother some. Also, it has a praline, which makes the fragrance feel very dense and thick. This, on the other hand, is a little bit different. So while this does have amber and amberwood at the base, it does get a little resinous. This doesn't get dense or thick. This is sweet. It's a very feminine fragrance, very sweet, very pretty girl vibes, but it never gets like sickeningly sweet, overly dense, or cloying. And I love that you can control the wear on this. With 2 sprays of this, people will still smell you, and this is going to last on your clothes all day long. If you do anywhere between that 5 or 10 sprays that I mentioned earlier, this will transform and turn into a beast mode fragrance. So I love that. This smells so sweet and slightly floral, very crisp, very juicy. And you get that cedar. It's a very like clear wood sort of vibe, a very crisp woody vibe. so that it doesn't feel heavy or dense or dark. It stays very bright and very elevated, very girly, very sweet. Oh yeah, y'all, this is so good. I love this fragrance. I'm really happy to have this. Now, this is a 1.3 fluid ounce. I ordered one of those sets where you get a lip oil. So I got a lip oil with this. I got a ton of goodies. I will go ahead and share the promo codes that I use and that I know of, so that if you do end up purchasing from the website, you can get all the extra goodies. And that's what I did. I purchased from the website because I knew I was going to get the packaging, the full-on Dior experience, which I absolutely love because of all the goodies and the packaging. It just feels so much more luxe. So I love to purchase my Dior products right from Dior's website. This is very pretty. Very, very pretty. Like I said, if you have ever smelled MFK's Femme Plurielle or Amélie Femme, you'll get an idea of the vibes of this fragrance. So the feel, the essence, the spirit of this fragrance is in those two fragrances. Yeah, so I think those are all the thoughts, all the things I wanted to share with you all. So I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, go ahead and give this video a like on your way out. And also leave me a comment down below letting me know, will you be picking this one up or will you be passing on this fragrance? Also, something I really want to know, if you own Miss Dior Cherie, the 2017 version, let us know in the comments what you love about it and how it differs from this new version. I would love to know. I make fragrance content on this channel quite often, so if you're into fragrances, then I think you will love it here. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss another video. Before you click off the video today, I just want to remind you to keep letting your light shine. Keep smiling, keep putting your best foot forward, and don't dim your light for anything or anyone. Showing up as the most authentic version of yourself is the best thing you could ever do for yourself and for those around you. I will be over here doing the exact same thing. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video very soon. Mwah.